Okay. Well, hi everyone.
Hello.
Oh, welcome to the Fab Life with Deb and Ryan. Unfortunately, today Ryan can't be with us because he's a really busy grad student. And he's going off to a conference. So in his stead is my friend, Ereck Wheeler. Hi, Ereck.
Hi, Deb. Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone. I'm so glad. By the way, everyone, a secret on Ereck. He's a professional chef. OMG, boy, can he cook and bake. So anyway, the first thing that we're going to talk about is...
I think the X Factor is making some waves, huh?
Wow. How is it making waves?
Well, unlike Idol or anything else, it doesn't have an age restriction.
Right.
And what they've done is they've kind of broke this down into groups. So, like, each of the judges has a different group of people.
Yes.
And some of these young 12-year-olds can
unbelievable
sing like mature voices. I mean,
honestly, I think that some of the acts are actually more talented than even the Idol contestants. What do you think?
I think so as well. And it's also coming out that some of them actually have backgrounds in music professionally.
Yes. But also, there is an issue that I kind of have with that, and those are all the big production numbers. Do you love them, or do you think they're a little too big right now?
Yeah, they do kind of distract from the talent that we're supposed to be judging them on. And that is just their pure voices. When you have all the lights flashing and the backup dancers and all this other going on, it's almost Vegas, I guess, if that's a word.
Yeah, well, it is. Yeah, I mean it is. But it's an exciting show.
It is.
And you've got to leave it to to Simon Cowell and his other colleagues. They really produce shows that are family-oriented.
Yes.
There's no violence, there's no swearing, there's no sex, there's no anything. It's just plain talent and entertainment. And I think at this time in America, because of what's going on right now with the economy and everything, people are looking for that kind of entertainment. What do you think, Ereck?
I think so as well, although he does run the risk of it being overdone because there are so many of them out there. I mean, Idol and then The Voice and now the X Factor, which is kind of a combination of the two. And there's a cappella where they sing without backup music. And so it'd be really interesting to see what turn reality shows take.
I know. Well, every week we always talk about the Housewives. Housewives of Beverly Hills and the Housewives of New Jersey. The Housewives of New Jersey are now over and finished with. And their reunion show was just appalling. And the Housewives of Beverly Hills, not quite so appalling, but still we have issues with the women's behavior. But we spoke at length about that last week. But the big hot scandal right now is...
Well, Kim Kardashian.
Kim Kardashian.
Was it 72?
72 days they were married.
Although not the shortest marriage in Hollywood.
No, not the shortest marriage. I mean, And I've known some people who were only married for like 30 days and got a divorce. But 72 days, it's just, I think the problem with this is that there was such hoopla over the wedding. And then everybody watched. There were millions of people who watched the wedding. And apparently they were paid upwards of about, some reports say $19 million.
Right.
A lot of people are saying that this was just a showmance.
Right.
That it was just simply an arrangement for Chris Humphries and for Kim Kardashian simply to just make money. And that they knew that they were going to split afterwards. I don't know. What are your feelings on that?
Well, interesting enough, is it Kris Kardashian?
Yes, the mother.
Okay. So she was on with Matt Lowry on an interview the other morning, and she said that it wasn't for money, because in the end, Kim still owes on her wedding.
Oh.
That, in fact, the Kardashians were going to be filming whether there was a wedding or not. Therefore, this just happened to be an extra bonus that the viewers of the regular viewers got. But, of course, they didn't.
No, of course not.
And I think that privacy of the syndication is what's making people think that, well, they did it for money because it got sold back to these other networks.
Yes,
but she denies that it was sold back.
Yes.
So,
well, we have a student here, I bet, who would like to make a comment on that.
Hi.
Come on in.
How are you?
Come on in next to us. If you could stand right behind us. We're talking about Kim Kardashian's wedding. Tell us, okay, tell them your name.
Go ahead, set your back down.
This is Brianna Clark, everybody. And if you could stand right here so the camera, and scoot down a little so they can see you. Okay, so Brianna, what is it? She's bringing me a paper. All right, more to correct. Brianna, tell us what the kids are talking about regarding Kim Kardashian's quickie divorce.
I don't really know much about it, but
what do you think?
Everyone's making fun of it.
Everyone's making fun of it. Why is that?
Because it didn't last long at all. Everybody thinks it's a sham.
It's a sham. See?
Just for publicity, yeah.
Just for publicity. Wow. While you're here, tell us how she's a freshman. Wonderful student. She's in one of my classes. How have you been able to adjust from high school to college? Tell us a little bit about that.
My brother, he helped me a lot.
Your brother, he goes here?
Yep, he showed me where all my classes were.
Yeah. And how are you liking the University of Toledo?
Much better than high school.
Much better than high school. Yeah. Very good. So you love it?
Yeah, you do much more on your own.
Yes, you do a lot. Have you been active in other activities?
Nope. I don't have time.
You don't have time. Exactly.
I work, but I'm not at school, so.
All right. Well, thank you for dropping in.
Thank you.
All right. And I have your paper now. All right. Bye-bye, honey. Thank you.
Stay fabulous.
Stay fabulous. But no, you will be in this episode, okay? All right.
So now with the Kardashians, there was a lot of problems that didn't come out between the couple before the wedding even took place.
I know.
And then, according to, what's the husband? His name?
Oh, Chris Humphreys.
Chris. According to Chris, just before the wedding, Kim dropped the bomb on him, saying that she had been married previously.
He didn't even know this. I saw that. Who does that?
Who
does that? You're about to get married. Oh, by the way, I've been married once or twice before. But you don't care, do you?
And then there's the other issue.
She didn't want to change her name, but I can see that.
Where are we going to live? You're Kim Kardashian. Live anywhere.
Live anywhere. But did you hear what he said to her? When he said, well, we're going to be moving to Minnesota because that's where his job is and that's where he lives.
Right.
And she said, no, I'm not. I'm staying in Hollywood. He said, what do you mean? We're going to be husband and wife. You're going to come and live with me. So they were starting to fight. And he said, listen, in 5 years, Kim, nobody's going to know who you are. So, but in some ways he was speaking the truth because, she's 31. At 36, she's not going to be a playgirl anymore.
And in 5 years, she probably should be drawing back out of the limelight and
also,
in her family. And
with women, let's face it, and let's be realistic. Once you start getting up into your 30s and 40s, the likelihood of your getting married gets slimmer and slimmer. That's just how it is, right? Okay, unless you're a gazillionaire, which she is. But I don't think that she's really the marrying type. I don't think that she really wants to be married. Even though she says she does, I don't think she does. If she did, she would have been happily married by now.
But she could negotiate that. Unless issue 2 goes through.
Oh, issue 2.
Yeah.
OMG. All right. The voting is this Tuesday.
Yes.
Please, everyone, go out and vote no for issue 2, right?
Absolutely. I mean, it's, you know, on the surface it sounds good because we think, yeah, they should pay their weight in their, just like you and I, for health insurance.
Yes.
But once again, behind issue 2 is taking the power away from the workers and allowing employers to say, this is all we're going to give you, like it or not.
Exactly. Absolutely. So please, everybody, get active.
Yeah.
Now then, we have next year the presidential election, and things are really heating up there.
Oh, boy.
Now, you know, Kane was doing, well, he still is doing great in the polls. He's like 38%.
He's up there.
He's really up there, but then the scandal broke. Have you been following the scandal?
Sexual harassment.
Or the created scandal.
That's just it.
It is created, and there are reports that it's Perry's camp who started this. I mean, maybe something minor happened, and then they want to blow it up. But what's really interesting, I find, is that it comes out just when Kane is doing so beautifully.
Right.
All right. So it is sabotage, and you know, it really is the lowest form of propaganda.
You know, last election, I thought it was a lot. Remember, it was a lot of this dirty politics, I think.
Oh, well, politics is always dirty.
But on the other hand, King can look at it as long as his name is staying out there, it keeps him on top. So this could backfire.
Well, you know, Perry is almost at the bottom of the barrel still. And then there was a report on him. I think it was up when he was still in New Hampshire. Because he was acting rather strange, they said, and some people were questioning whether he was drunk. And you know, his people said he wasn't, that he was just a happy fellow or whatever. It's just that it was like a 360-degree turn in personality from what we had seen of him in the debates. So who knows, you know, and I mean, I think maybe in order, because he's at the bottom of the pack, Kane is at the top of the pack, he wants to knock him down somehow, and the only way that he can knock him down is through a scandal, a sex scandal. Who cares? I don't. It's just like with Bill Clinton, everybody, oh, Monica Lewinsky. Who cares? President Clinton was a wonderful president who left this country with a surplus in the treasury. He was a fabulous president, except for NAFTA. Okay, but
what
we
it
won't
boils
go there.
down to is stick to the candidates for the facts, not for the hype.
Exactly.
You're going to hear a lot between now and then.
Exactly. You know, speaking of things that are going on, I would like to mention
This
that,
is exciting.
yes, this is really exciting. The University of Toledo's composition program, submissions are now open for the writing celebration. So just let me read you a couple of things. You can submit, now this is for freshmen right now, well, freshmen, sophomores, juniors, seniors, whoever's taking Composition 1. You can submit a sample of your non-research writing. We're going to give, the composition program is going to give out 2 $300 awards and 4 $100 awards. A lot.
Good money.
Composition 1 for your final research project. You should all submit, right? Okay. 2 $300 prizes, 4 $100 prizes. Composition 2, research writing, 2 $300, awards and 4 $100 professional and technical writing courses. Those are for English $29.50 and $29.60, organizational report writing and scientific technical report writing, again, $200 $300 awards, 4 $100 awards. So when you submit them on the cover sheet, you have your name, address, information to contact, phone or email, name of course for which document was written, and the name of your course instructor. Now you can submit these two ways. You can submit it electronically, that's for Comp 1, Comp 2, and technical report writing, to Anthony Edgington at utoledo.edu. Dr. Edgington is now the director of our composition program. Or you can submit your hard copy submissions. Just go right into the English department. You'll see on the counter there are 3 baskets appropriately labeled, and just put it in the basket. Now, aside from composition, this is really the same contest, but there are other categories. Listen to this. I've just read these categories. There's also undergraduate ESL, $200 $300 prizes for $100. We have a poetry for how much?
2 at $400.
A prose at?
Same, 2 for 4.
All 2000 level undergraduate literature courses.
2 for $300 and 4 for $100.
We have a 3000 and 4000 level undergraduate literature classes.
At 2 for $400.
We have 3 to 4000 level writing classes or linguistic class.
2 for $400.
And last but not least, honors thesis.
2 for $400.
And the ones that we just read, you don't submit those electronically. Again, you submit a hard copy with the cover sheet with all of your contact information in the English department into one of the appropriately labeled baskets. So we wanted to make sure that you all knew about this. And do submit. This is a lot of money. And I want to remind you that in February, there'll be another big writing contest called the Shapiro Essay Revision. But we'll remind you of that when it gets. So for these, everybody, submissions are now open, and they're going to be open and remain open until March 16th,
And
2012.
like they say in the lottery, you can't win if you don't submit.
Right. Gosh, I wish I could win the lottery. Oh my God. I went online looking at houses in France.
Oh, wow.
And there was a house on the Riviera that just called my name. But I'd have to win the lottery to buy it. So anything else on our agenda?
You know, I think that's it. Thank you for having me.
It was a pleasure. Thank you so much. So please have a wonderful week, and we want you all to stay fabulous. Bye.